My name is Julie King. I'm a professor of anthropology at St. Mary's College of Maryland in St. Mary City, and I'm here today because I'm in charge of the Piscataway Landscape Survey, where we are trying to identify sites important to the Piscataway people of Maryland.
The natives moved from here, moved across the Wicomico onto the peninsula, across the Wicomico River. Trying to find out when they did it, how they did it, how were they going back and forth across the river. These are things that we need to find answers for that's going to fill in a lot of information for us historically.
The land itself is who we are. We have taken on that identity of that place name, but in fact the entire area is Piscataway.
In order to protect those landscapes, we need to find the material evidence so that we can say it didn't all erode away or it hasn't developed away. My students are part of this, and it's really exciting to see my students from St. Mary's and the Piscataway working together so closely on this project.
Right now, we're doing what's called a survey. We initially started with 50 feet intervals of doing things called shovel test pits.
I'm digging shovel tests. It's about a hole that's about 1 foot wide, between like out here 1.5 to 2 feet deep.
Dig down to subsoil, which is sterile soil, where there shouldn't be any artifacts. And it's just really to get an idea of what's happening at this location. We've actually uncovered quite a bit here, so that's why we've moved it to 25 feet intervals to get a greater sample size.
I will put my students up against any professional. I will put my students from St. Mary's College up from any professional any day, because they have found these sites, they have done the documentary research, the students have done the field work, and then they have helped to write this material up. And we have sent so many of them on to graduate school.
Well, this site, luckily, is exactly what we are looking for. We have a mix of historic artifacts. This is a white clay tobacco stem pipe. What's great about these is you can see the hole in the middle, and that diameter changes through time.
What we don't know and what we're trying to fill in the gaps on is from here to there. What happened? How did it happen?
We still have these places. Let's try to come up with strategies to protect them so that everybody can enjoy them and bring attention to them.
Native history is Maryland history. They're inseparable. This wasn't a place that was empty. There were people that lived here that had formed lifeways that were successful in meeting their needs. They established a lifeways that gave them everything that they needed in life. They were comfortable. They didn't just survive, they thrived.